This is good.
Welcome
This is
to
my
another
attack
episode of the Oddfathers podcast.
Yeah,
Attack mode. Attack mode. Attack mode. Attack mode. Yeah.
Hello, Breaker 19, Breaker 19.
Yep.
I bet Troy doesn't
Look
even know
who's
what
back.
Breaker does. He
Look
even
who's
know what
back.
Breaker 19 is?
Do you know what that
I
is?
don't
Breaker,
know
breaker?
what that means. I know breaker. I remember that in MASH.
No. This was Breaker back when the truckers, when we used to. ask
Oh
if there
yeah,
was cops.
there was a little rubber ducky.
Yeah, where there was.
What was
cops.
the name of that song?
That was
Rubber
Convoy.
Convoy.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
We got us a convoy. No, I'm talking about we had CBs in our cars, and that's how we would find out where the cops were. We'd Breaker 19. I was Weasel. Breaker 19.
You
This
had
is
that in
Weasel.
your car?
I was Weasel?
Yes.
Is that what you said?
Yeah,
You
that
were
was my
Weasel?
name.
That was your
Breaker-
no,
that was my
handle.
handle, yeah,
Your
handle.
handle. Say it right.
Breaker 19.
Breaker.
Weasel going north 75.
What's
How
your-
about Smokies?
What's your 20, Weasel?
What's the Smoky count?
Who would you be talking to?
The truckers or whoever would come back. Yeah, we got a
Weirdos.
smoker.
Yeah.
You
Other weirdos.
got one that's sitting at mile marker 62. Be careful.
Now you got on your Apple phone or your phone on your car, like you hit up an accident.
No, I know. Yeah.
So you hit it like, hey, there's an accident, whatever. You can say there's just
Obviously, it's a little
all of a
different.
sudden you get notified of it. It's the same science, but it's not live.
I know, but see, it was back when it was 55 too, though, so it was miserable.
Yeah,
It
I
sucked.
I still remember it being 55. I don't like my dad never had that a fucking CB in the truck.
Are you sure? I bet you ask him if he ever had one.
No,
he
we
had
had-
dead bodies, but he didn't have a CB.
No CB.
He did have a telephone though. I still remember it was a big ass fucking box. It was half the
Yeah.
size of this table, and
Yeah.
he sat in the van in between the two seats, and he had this like it looked like a legit regular phone you have in your house, and you hang it up on the dashboard. It was hung out. It was hung from there. It looked like a legitimate phone. Like literally had like.
Did he use it?
Oh yeah.
Like a rotary phone in the
Yeah.
car.
It
That's
was
crazy.
literally like that, but the box that it sat in between the two seats on the front of the van, it was literally probably, 7-8 inches tall, sat between the two front seats. I mean, the motherfucker was probably 2.5 feet by 18 inches, something like that, and about 8 inches tall. It was like a whole contraption.
It's like a,
Well, that
it was
had
like
to
a,
be
it was like a
before even-
suitcase.
That's before even cell phones.
No,
Some
yeah.
kinda-
No, so I don't even remember I don't even know how it would have connected to any sort of service. I have to ask him about it. That's kind of curious. I guess I'll
That's
see him
something.
on Sunday. I have to ask
Yeah.
him. But it was like wicked expensive, but it was imperative, I suppose, to the business, or it was a selling point. You know, if you're non-emergency transporting a person from the hospital to a nursing home and all of a sudden they go to cardiac arrest, for you to be able to phone it in.
Did he transport?
I mean, is that
live
why he
people?
had it?
Oh, yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
why
Oh,
he
he had
had
both.
it?
That was part of that was a
Yeah.
That's why he
PRC
had it.
non-important or non. Oh shit!
Not important. Let's just go with that.
Non-important sounds
Not
really
important.
bad. I know that's not the
Non-VIP.
name of it. PRC.
With a big ass phone.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't even remember what it was.
I want to
stand
look. I want to
for.
look.
Non-emergency transporting.
Non-emergency.
See, it was not important transporting.
Not
It wasn't
important.
that. These people were important. It's just in their own right. But it was non-emergency transporting. What did PRC stand for? I don't remember. I have to ask them that.
Well, you write that down for Thanksgiving or whatever it's for, Easter.
Easter Sunday, 2:00 Sunday.
Beautiful. I'm sure your family's looking forward to it. I know Chad's happy.
Yeah. I'm bringing
Okay.
the dessert.
I got a question.
Wait.
Since we're I got
listen.
to ask something. Since we're such a smart panel here,
Well,
do we wipe from the front to the back or the back to
Are
the
you
front?
kidding me? What kind?
Because I got a question because I know how I think I'm doing it wrong.
You probably are. Sounds like if you're asking that question.
Well, that's my question. So I'm trying
there's
to
no
get-
way. There's no way. This is a real thing.
no,
Well, of
I
course it's
remember
real.
this
Everyone
as a kid
does
as a
it.
conversation.
No.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way that you're not wiping yourself correctly.
I
That's
think
impossible.
I'm doing it wrong.
I think it's a good possibility. That's why. That's
I mean,
why
that's why
wife
I've been
doesn't
doing it.
suck on his balls. He's going the wrong direction.
No,
Are
I
you
clean them good.
Okay. All right. So I don't. This came out of fucking left field. I wasn't ready for this.
I wasn't expecting
Yeah,
that.
I
Okay.
wasn't expecting it
Well,
either. I
that
thought
was
maybe
the
he
whole
was just gonna
idea,
go
you
like,
dumbass.
They're like,
So
hey,
what-
it was my anniversary.
So
we went
someone's
out to
supposed to
dinner.
tell me.
No,
Which
it
way do you
wasn't
wipe
an-
your ass?
It wasn't
So-
an anniversary. It was a birthday.
A birthday, right? I'm
So
sorry,
which
a
way do you
birthday.
wipe?
Front to
From
back.
front to back, dude. You wipe.
You never
That's like
watch
a girl wipe.
No, you
Well,
all
boys-
wipe that way.
Yeah, that's part
My
of it.
hand doesn't go like that.
What do you
all
mean?
the way up that.
You don't go like that, or right into your butt and just scoop it out.
No, I go like this and go forward.
You go forward. You're wiping the feces into your ball sack.
There's no feces in there. It
Oh my god!
stops
You
before that.
what? Wait.
You're going in that
Oh
direction.
my god, dude!
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
fucking
That's
disgusting.
that's actually
tried
going
to do
into what I just learned. Your taint.
Yeah, your taint. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I tried to do it the other way, and it was hard. It was
Okay.
impossible.
Well, you have 65 years of doing it the wrong way.
right.
Buster
and I've
has
been
a,
talking about-
a shitty crusted taint.
Dude, I watched this video.
I clean it.
It literally came across my
Yeah, but
feed
you're
for
doing
whatever
extra
reason.
work. You clean it anyway, but
I don't think everyone wipes that way. I think
yes,
they're
everybody. Okay, first of all, the reason a girl does it, obviously, you don't want to. Again, feces push it up into their privates, right?
I don't
So
know.
why would
I'm
you-
not a girl. I don't know
No,
what they
but-
do.
No, that's very true.
I don't have any
That's
idea
why
what
a
they
lot
do.
of girls, if you're in their ass,
Okay,
and
what
then you
about-
try to go there,
what
some of them freak out about it. Other ones are like, "Fuck it, I'll deal with it later."
What about who is that? I don't know them.
Well,
But what about if you wipe? What if the women wipe? They don't wipe their pussy like that.
No,
I mean their
with their
vagina.
pee, they just kind of. What's the
Sorry.
difference? What you just said. It is. It's
Well, they don't
it's the
pee
same
out of the
fucking
whole.
thing.
They don't. They pee out of a
Pussy
a
vagina.
higher spot.
Still wiping
so
it. They're still
Yeah,
wiping
but they
it.
wipe down and they drop it in the bowl. You ever see a girl
I
taint go?
think- I
They
think
wipe
that's-
down and
I
they
think
just
that's
drop
the way
it.
it happens too.
Yes,
I
that
don't
is the
think
way
so.
it
They
happens.
still got to wipe
Yes.
it. They're not just going patting it.
What do you think they are? Of course they're wiping it. What are they? What are they?
Yeah,
Cave
but they're
women?
wiping it. They're not wiping it back.
What is this?
From front-
Prehistoric times?
Front
The
to back
Neanderthal
goes,
women?
Front back goes in their ass.
You're fucking
No, they're not
Neanderthal.
going. They don't have to go that far
to
back
wipe.
because that's not the way their anatomy
can't
works. Where the pee
believe it.
comes out is like more in the top. The rest
can't
of the
believe
lips and where the real shit happens, like for us that were relative.
Well, can we pull that up?
There might be a video. Well, I will tell you
Can we
this
get a
much, though.
video on this?
I
'Cause
literally watched
That's
this video
hysterical.
and it was saying
Okay,
like the
'cause I
things
thought
they
about
used to
it.
teach in
Proper-
school
proper
compared to what
ways.
they teach now. And there was literally this video, and it was in a preschool, and they were doing this. All the kids were sitting on the little chairs, and they had balloons, and it was showing them how to wipe. And so here's the teacher showing the kids how to wipe. I have to try to look to find it again, but I was amazed. And they were saying like this is what they used to teach kids, like useful tools, and then they compared it to some like
Look there. There is that it? Looks like
Okay, what is the correct way to wipe your bum?
sit
The right
versus
way-
stand.
Sit versus stand. Okay,
standing.
the right way to wipe your butt, Buster, is from front to back using a wad of toilet paper. Start at the perineum or taint, the area between the genitals and the anus, and wipe upwards past the anus. Repeat as needed until the toilet paper
How
is
do you
clean.
reach all the way up, man? You got to.
What do you mean? You kind of just give a little lean, lift the butt cheek, and get in there.
You just got
What
to
is
work.
wrong
you
with you?
gotta
How do you wipe from the wrong way? How do you do that?
I just go like this, and
What do you do? Lift your leg?
You don't go
yeah, I
between
lift
your
my
legs
ass.
and do it?
No, I don't go between
I
my
just-
legs.
Okay, is
You
there
go
any
between
way?
your legs from the front to the back. How the fuck do you do that?
I don't know how you do it. You're telling me how you're doing it wrong.
Well, you just said, do I go between? I don't go between my legs.
Well, if you go between
No.
your legs, you reach up there, and I guess you
And then
pull
pull it
from
all
your-
forward.
No, I don't do that. I still go the other way, but I go forward.
And how do you get to look at the toilet paper after you wipe? If you're just pushing it forward and dumping the toilet paper right in the bowl?
I pull it out and look at it.
No, you don't.
I look at it, but I don't look at it. I don't know how the
I
fuck
look
I
at
never
it.
thought about
What's
looking
wrong
at
with
it.
him?
Well, you
This has
gotta
got to
know
be
if
a
you're
stu-
clean or
are
not.
you guys? This has got to be a joke, right? Between the two of you fuckheads, this has got to be a joke.
Yeah, we're just fucking with you.
No,
No,
it's not. It's a
had
serious
no,
question.
I think it's a legitimate
Serious
question. I'm just
question.
curious where the fuck it came from.
Oh my god! I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. But
Well, it comes
but
from
wait a
every
minute,
morning.
Wait a minute. So I just
No,
wish I could have been there.
You and the wife last night had a conversation, and she's
No,
like,
I didn't bring her into
"Dude,
this.
You've been doing it wrong for all these years.
I don't think I can switch.
Well, you have to.
Has your wife
try.
ever said your balls smell like shit?
No.
Oh, all right.
I think my balls are too small. They don't hang in it. Just are way up close.
That's why he could
So
just
it
wipe.
stops at the taint.
I
So
just
where did
can't.
this come from? Conversation.
Because I was wiping the
Yeah,
other
but
day,
go
and I
ahead.
thought
That's what I
about
mean.
it.
The thought of this is
Yeah.
just intriguing. The fact that Buster's sitting there wiping.
I was
going,
wiping the other day and thought about it. And I go, I think I'm doing this because I
doing
heard
this
some-
right?
Oh, it's a personal self-reflection.
I'm
gonna
It's
be
like
60.
That's like some caveman shit. You're like, there's a better way to do this.
I was today years
I don't
old
know
when
if it's better.
found out I've been wiping my ass the wrong way.
Because what if you don't get it all? Then that's even worse. You got itchy ass.
God.
That's the
And I
worst
get in
thing
the
ever.
pool with this guy. Damn it.
Well, now that's how it gets clean.
Yeah, it gets cleaned in the pool. I need a bidet.
That's what I mean.
I saw this
listen.
video.
I talked about
And
that. I want to get
it was like this girl that she does videos with her Italian husband or boyfriend or something. Like they live together, whatever. And so he always profiles like
Greasy
the difference.
Italian.
No, he's honestly, he's not like some like Gumbati Italian. He's like
Gumbati.
legitimate like
You know those
Italian, just like a
Gumbatis.
normal person. And so they do all these videos of comparing like her as just a white American girl and him as an Italian. And so like she does things just to irritate him, like the way she cooks pasta, like she does it on purpose. Set the camera up and like put the pasta in wrong, and he's always like, "What are you doing?" Like in his Italian
Right,
way or
and
whatever.
his accent
And
or
he's
what?
like, "No, mama."
Yeah.
He does this kind of like, what is the matter with you? Like, you can't do this. And one of the conversations was about a bidet because I guess Italy, this is a place they have the bidets. And so he made this whole video about her sticking her fingers
Only in
the
Italy they
chocolate
have them.
and comes out and he gives her a paper towel and she has to clean her fingers off. He's like, look, like, that's why you use a bidet. Like, you're going to take your hands over to the sink to wash them off. He's like, every time you wipe your ass, basically, this is what you're doing. Like, you still have all this shit on your fucking hands.
Right.
And so it was, they do all these different videos. I don't know. I'm sure some of
So
them
with a
are
bidet, you don't
contrived.
wipe at all? There's no wiping?
I think it's more drying, I guess. I don't know. I've never
No,
used
it's water.
one.
It's water.
Yeah, but you have to dry.
I just can't believe water gets it all. I wouldn't go for that.
I don't know.
It's either that or I'll never come off the thing. If it's that good, I'll just sit on it all day.
So
I've never used one. I've only seen one 2 different times in my life. I've
I've
never
seen
one
them
functional.
but I've never used
But
one.
I told you about when I was at one friend's house. I go in there to piss, and they had this thing hanging off the side of the toilet. It was a regular toilet, like a
Fascinated.
proper American toilet, and it had this little contraption. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I started pushing buttons on it. All of a sudden, I got shot over my shirt. So
Water?
I come out, yeah, and it's in this little room. It's like the man cave area. And so I walk out there. I got water all over me, and I'm like, hey, I figured out what that thing is for on the side of the toilet. He ended up laughing at me because I didn't know what the fuck it was. So
how long ago was this?
this was probably no more than 2 years ago, probably
Wow.
much
All right.
less. But
I-
it didn't even look like a bidet. It was just like some shit. I don't know
You
if it
hook
was
it up.
smell.
Yeah, you put it on the side of the toilet.
Yeah, it
All right.
hangs off of the side.
Well, it
and
wasn't a
it's
real bidet. It was like a fake one.
Well, I guess
Well.
it's like a transition. You can turn a regular toilet,
Toilet into a bidet.
doing this thing, and
right.
it's got.
and it does the same job, as far as I know.
That's what it was. And
I've heard
so-
from people it's changed their life. Legit. Exact words.
I can promise you, if someone starts smelling my balls more, I'll fucking wipe. I'll stand up and wipe front to fucking back.
I'm still flabbergasted at the fact that
From
you've
front to back.
that you've been wiping the wrong way for probably
My whole life.
your whole.
Yeah. I mean, it ain't like I
And some
changed it.
people, that's their entire life. They're already dead by now. And imagine.
You have a good point. They went to the grave not knowing that they wiped their ass incorrectly.
Well, it still works.
Or they're like,
this
or
is-
they're
this
like,
is- this
fuck
is
this
breaking
system.
news,
I'm
like,
gonna
dude.
do it this way, and it just took them out.
This is like breaking news.
and I don't think anyone ever taught
me.
me.
No.
You didn't have that class that I told you I saw
I didn't
in the
have the
video
class.
where they used it with balloons, and that teacher was literally teaching the kids how to
wipe their butt.
wipe. And I thought that was really cool. It's a practical thing. It's like a teacher teaching a kid how to balance a checkbook.
Right.
When they're 4 years old, you're teaching them how to properly wipe their ass. I
Well,
think that's a pretty
I
good
miss
class.
that. I miss that day.
That's also what parents are for. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Yeah. That's no.
I mean, you're telling me your mom came in and told you how to wipe
I don't know.
your
It could
ass?
have been my dad. I don't remember.
Your
I don't
dad told
remember.
you how to wipe your
I don't
ass.
know.
I don't believe it. Call him.
Yes, when you were little, they go, "Okay, wipe." You know, don't you remember? You didn't do that with your kids? Oh, you fucking probably taught them the wrong way too. These poor kids.
They
Get them on the
probably are.
phone.
They're probably
call
doing
them
the
up
wrong
right
way.
now. If they're,
That's right.
if you're
Your boy's
listening,
doing it the wrong
if
way
Buster's
the whole
children are
time.
listening, you're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong.
He's like, shit, now I figured out why I can't get
Isn't it-
blowjobs.
Yeah,
you
Isn't it
do.
still-
Yeah, I mean, and you wonder why your son.
He's
you wonder
25
why-
years old. He's like,
you
I haven't
wonder-
gotten a blowjob yet. She goes down, but she never puts it in her mouth.
No, but then he wonders why he goes. I don't understand why he doesn't have any girlfriends or whatever he says. I don't get it. Now we know why.
Well, that must be it.
He's taking after you
All right,
Yeah.
shit. It's all coming.
in more ways than one now. Damn it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It ain't good.
I wonder
That's why I asked.
Do you think? Nah, never mind.
It's
I'm not
funny
going
that
down
he's one
road.
of the 6 people that's going to listen to this too. He's
That's what I
fuck,
mean.
I've been doing it wrong.
Yeah.
He's not going to own it when he sees us.
Oh my god.
No one's gonna own it. I'm the only person that owns it.
He's gonna curse you out. He's gonna be on the road somewhere. He's gonna do like road rage.
He's like, Daddy, you gave
he's
me
gonna
up.
be like,
I can promise you. I can promise you one thing.
You
I did not teach
asshole.
him how to wipe. I promise.
okay,
you.
well then your wife did it. Hopefully,
funny
well, maybe
thing
she
is-
did it right.
Hopefully
Is
she-
one of the other
Do you know
6
how
is
she
probably
wipes?
one of his ex-girlfriends.
No, I don't know how she
And she's
wipes.
like, I've been thinking this the entire time.
Well, he'll have to wait till he's
It's
60.
fucking-
He can change it.
oh my god.
No, we actually saved his life today with this conversation.
I think a lot of people are wiping
Really?
back to
Really?
front. I think there's more
it's
than
gonna
one.
be a whole new beginning for him.
He's not going to just want to ride around on a tractor no more. He's like, fuck that shit. I got
Fuck
business
that.
to do.
My
I
balls
learned how
are
to
clean.
wipe.
I got squeaky clean balls now. I'm going out.
Oh, man.
Look at him.
This is gonna be a new
Are you
day.
mad?
No, I'm just waiting for you to quit talking over people, and then I'm going to talk.
It's your
I'm
turn.
just waiting for you to be done with your
Who?
You're beating a dead horse. It's already dead.
We
Dead
seem to be,
ass.
we
Dead
seem to be having
asshole.
a good time.
We can move on from that.
Okay. All right.
Because that was a surprise.
Yeah. Again.
I'm full of surprises. I can probably pull out some more if you want to. You want to talk about my trip to
Just
Thailand?
pull it out the right way.
trip. Speaking of trips, I invited a friend of mine from Costa Rica.
Oh no, he's not coming. He's not coming on.
He
is
might come on.
No,
He's got a good story.
no. I don't fucking want to hear his story.
He's got a good story, but I don't know if he's going to do it. He's nervous.
Oh,
So
good.
We'll see.
Nervous
story
about what the
about?
6 people?
Yeah, can you give a little bit of an idea of what this story's about?
I think he's doing his maid.
Yeah,
It would be a good story.
It's a great story, dude. And he's a character. I mean, you'd love him. He's a character. He's not a comedian because I know we're not allowed to have those on.
Yeah.
Not even in the studio.
We don't.
It's
Can we talk about wiping again? At least it's got something going. Okay.
That was a
Can we
unique
do a
story.
poll?
I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, that would be cool if we had like
Yeah,
some
if we
way
could
to
do a
do like
poll.
a live poll.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Because
don't.
I don't think I'm the only one.
I don't know.
I think you're
Possibly.
the only one.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
I guarantee you're the only one.
I may be the only one to admit it because a bunch of people are pussies, but I'm not. I don't give a shit. Literally.
I
I mean, it doesn't smear all the way up my dick. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Listen, I thought we
you're
were done. I
smearing
thought
that
we were
much-
done. I thought we beat it up.
Does yours go all the way up your crack, all the way to the back, like
No,
where
no,
your
you
where your
wipe. You just
where your
wipe.
tattoo is?
You wipe. No.
his tramp
By my
stamp.
tramp stamp? No.
Okay, whatever. I'm gonna try in the morning to wipe the other way and see if I can do it.
You just have to work on your flexibility.
It was hard. That's the hard part. My arms are short.
But you know, it's kind of probably like it's probably like when you
What is
switch
wrong
from your
with-
left hand to your right hand, or your right hand to your left hand jerking off. It's like a little bit of a change.
No, if you go left hand, it's like getting strange. I don't do that.
Yeah, left hand I can't. That's
It
I'm a
shit
righty.
goes all over the
I'm a
place.
righty.
It's like it's bouncing and hurting. and I'm like,
when have you what are you talking about?
he just
Wanking
talking
off?
about
Talking about
whacking
jerking
off.
Whacking off. Oh, I thought you were talking about wiping with your. All right. I thought you were talking about
Anthony's like, I
wiping.
tried switching hands with that. I end up with shit all over my ass.
Maybe I could do it with the left hand. Get used to
No.
that.
Oh my God. Yeah, try that. Yeah, try it.
I may try.
you
that.
know that's
Try
why.
try
you know
doing
that's-
something you haven't done for 60 years.
You
with
know
your left hand.
Hey, you know that's what they do like in India
Do
and the
it.
Middle Eastern countries or whatever it is. I don't even know. I don't want to throw India.
No, that's
under the bus.
water.
No. They cut that hand off because there's one hand that you're known to wipe your ass with, and the other hand is like business,
Right.
and you shake hands. So you shake hands with your right hand. So what they do is like if you caught thieving, they cut that hand off. So for the rest of your life, people know when they shake your hand, it also has to be the hand that you wipe your
Shit
ass
hand.
with.
Yeah, I've heard of that. But they got like a can of. They got like a
Hello.
coffee can.
Oh,
The coffee
the
can.
coffee
Hold
can.
on.
Coffee can with water in it.
Well, they're splattering it with the one hand they got
Can
left.
you hear us?
They just dip it in there. Yeah, you can hear us. I can hear it in there.
Yeah, I hear you guys.
What's happening, my man? What's your name?
Welcome,
Can you introduce?
welcome.
Hang on, he's got to introduce us.
This is
Go ahead.
we call him Jungle G. He's live from Costa Rica right now.
Yeah, man. What up,
Good,
Ida?
a good friend, dear friend, brother, and we talk quite a bit. And I said, hey,
But we don't see each other enough.
No, well, That's true. You got the applause, but that's true. So welcome to the Oddfathers. That's Buster right here, and this is Troy.
Buster,
How are you, man? I'll come down there and see you. To hell with it.
Look, he's already planning a trip.
I mean, yeah. Can
Hey,
we
Buster,
fish?
you ain't
I
allowed
want
to wear a
fish.
shirt.
Well, I'm waiting
No
for
shirts
my boy
allowed.
to get his passport so he could come on down. And you guys are more than welcome to come and tag along with him.
There we go.
I'm in a beautiful tropical paradise here, surf area.
Perfect.
All right, Yankee.
Am I a Yankee? Yes, I'm born and raised in Connecticut.
Can't you tell?
No, that's what I was.
He hadn't lost it. He's not like Belizean or Costa Rican.
Belizean?
No,
Costa Rican.
I'm trying to talk some Spanish, but they still don't understand my so-called Spanglish. But I try,
How long you been there?
7 years now. This month is 7 years.
Oh, good
I
for
left
you.
the States.
Are they accepting you well?
Oh yeah, no, I'm
Oh, yeah.
a very well accepted person in this town. It's a small surf community, small town with a majorly famous wave at the beach of Playa Negra. Some of the best surfing in the whole country is right here in the North Pacific coast where I'm at.
So what's it like? What's the scene like down there, G? What's it like down there in Costa Rica?
It's
Is there a lot of stuff happening where you are, or you have to go into the city to get any kind of nightlife?
See that's the thing. I have to go into one of the bigger towns, one right outside the airport called Liberia, Costa Rica.
Have you ever been to Costa Rica?
And one
Yes.
down by me, which
Where?
is it's a real
Los Sueños.
how could I say it? A traditional Costa Rican town. It's a bigger town. I'm in a little beach town, a little
Right.
pueblito. We call it a pueblito, and it's up and coming. People just used to come down here for the surf, and the roads were so bad that only diehard surfers like myself, who used to brave the bad freaking roads to get here to enjoy this break.
What is that? What is that? That's in front of the screen. Is that your kneecap? A finger?
Oh, my finger. I'm on the phone. So,
Well, we didn't know.
I
I
had
know,
it on my
listen, I know
iPad,
you're out there
sorry.
in the woods. I know you're out there in
yeah,
the woods.
no,
I didn't know.
it ain't nothing like that.
No, this is a kid-friendly show.
Yeah, I understand.
So you're a surfer from Connecticut? Is that like a
well, I
normal
didn't never
thing?
surfed in Connecticut. I picked it up when I went to Hawaii in 1980, and then I wound up moving to South Florida in not far after that. And
Yeah,
I
there's probably not a good
started
surf in
to do
Connecticut.
it. But then I went
No.
back home in 1982, and I went to medical school to get my trade.
The action at the beach. You and I were talking. I don't know, whatever it was last week, and you were telling me a story. I guess you have
Hey,
a
can we
cleaning.
smoke spliffs on this podcast?
Yeah, you can do
can
whatever
get
you
it,
want.
yeah.
You're not
All
here.
right, I'm going to light up. Go ahead.
Light up.
I'm listening.
Smokey. So I want you to tell the story. What happened? Now you meet girls and you have a cleaning service that comes in to clean your house.
Well, it's not a service. I mean, I know a lot of women here, and a lot of
Know
them.
him.
That's all I could do.
It's not like the big city of San Jose, the capital city. Those were all the good-paying jobs are. Those were all the college-educated Costa Ricans are.
Where
A
the
lot of
real
them do
cleaning
speak
ladies
English.
Where the real cleaning
I'm in
ladies.
a beach town, so I'm amongst the people that were born and raised here, and to be
And the monkeys.
honest
I
with
keep
you
saying and the
fellas,
monkeys. You love the monkeys.
yeah, and the monkeys. The intelligence
What kind of monkeys are they?
level,
They're howler
black
monkeys.
howler monkeys.
Black howler monkeys. All right, look at that, Buster. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Buster,
But
he knows
like
it.
I was
I've
saying
been
that-
there. I zip lined through all that shit.
Tell him.
Did
Tell him.
you?
He's where were you?
No, I
again?
went Los Sueños to the resort and fished out of there one time.
Oh yeah, that's the very exclusive resort. Yes,
Yeah.
I've never been there. I'm about 100 miles north of Los Sueños.
I figured you were north, yeah.
All
Yeah,
right, so
I'm in the
so
North
let-
Pacific. Los
Buster is more
Sueños
the
is the
exclusive
Yeah.
type.
Central
Yeah.
Pacific.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of stuff like one of the best things about this country is prostitution is legal and it's no big fucking thing. And I'm
it
sure
expensive?
at the time, I don't know if during the time you were in Los Sueños, if you were a single man, if you're a married man now, but there's a lot of little places to go throw your fishing pole, so to speak, in Los Sueños.
Oh, I didn't
It's the
visit
same
those.
way up
I
here.
was married.
Yeah.
He was in
Well,
the high class
Yeah,
one.
he didn't go. Right.
But
I was married.
that's one of the one of the high
Right.
class areas.
All right.
I'm
So how
in a-
much does that
I'm in a-
cost?
Pardon me?
The cost, what is that? Like one night or even 3 hours,
Well,
let's just say.
there's no such thing as for the Price is Right. There's one night. Yes, down there in those places, you're looking at $100 an hour, and if you want an all nighter, it's $300 to $400 what they usually get. So it's still cheaper than the U.S. by far because
Probably safer,
the last
too.
I know, you're costing like $250, $300 to
Yeah.
just get one of them for a couple hours.
Well,
Never
he-
mind all night.
Yeah, but, gee,
So-
we were just having a discussion about that, and he was telling me that the girls, they're checked, right? They have to have a
Oh
card.
yeah, they have a medical.
Oh, so it's a real profession.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
it's legal.
Yes,
it's
it's
legit.
one of the oldest in the world, as we know. But the United States is behind fucking times, so to speak, because they haven't
doubt.
legalized it. They're legalizing everything, but you can't legalize a profession that is taxed and medically regulated. It's like any other fucking job.
Listen, what happened? So you have a cleaning lady then, not a service, a cleaning lady
Yes, and
on a regular basis, the same girl.
She cleans the tubes.
no, no. The last time I had my house
Make it
cleaned,
quick.
was last April when I got back from Miami. I haven't had it cleaned since then, and I've always told you, I got a lot of dust, but now it's very minimal now because the road is paved now. So I've been looking for a cleaning lady. I found this girl down in the town where I go to get some of my supplies and stuff. It's 1 kilometer away, 1.2 miles. And I saw her coming out of the store. I wound up talking to her in my best
Creepy bastard.
Spanglish that I know.
Creepy old man.
And I asked her if she cleans houses. I almost caught myself and asked her if she painted houses, but I'm not in need for any of them services. So she says, yes, sí, señor. I limpieza casa. I said, okay, I want you to limpieza my casa. I worked out a price with her. They generally get in a certain price range, which, guys, it's just dirt cheap. I think it's like $3.50 American dollars per hour. $3.50. I pissed that away in 2 cappuccinos in the morning. But anyway,
Right, yeah.
so she comes to my house, and you got to realize that when I talked to her, I found out how old she was. She's 28 years old. She's a cute little Tika, which is a Costa Rican girl. Nice
Thank you.
smile. Although I noticed she had a little scar over here that she had stitches. But other than that, her face was unblemished, beautiful teeth, beautiful eyes, hair.
Unblemished.
Picky motherfucker.
It really wasn't. And she was petite with a beautiful body. Need I explain anything more? But she had a beautiful body. So she comes to my house, and I had her come for 4 hours. She did a very nice job. I had to micromanage her a little bit, but like I expressed before,
No shit.
intelligence in this area is not like the capital city where a lot of people have gone to the colleges and the
Just
universities.
oozing.
These
Oozing
people
out.
have it. So anyway, I gladly paid her. Matter of fact, I had some salsa and chips. I gave her some salsa and chips and something to drink, and she was on her way. I said, listen, I have more work for you. She goes, oh, okay. I'm available. I said, when? She says,
Eat my ass. Teach me how to wipe.
whenever. I said, well, how about tomorrow? Since you did such a good day today, I want you to come tomorrow, but for 8 hours. Oh, great. She had a big, big smile on her face. So she comes the next day when I arranged for her to come at 8 in the morning, and she was here from like 8 to 4:30. And during the day, I was talking to her, helping her, getting her the ladder, emptying out the buckets, getting clean water, all that stuff. She winds up telling me when I told her, I mean, she just like, work. I said, no, it's hot, calor, hot. You need to take a break, get some water. So we're sitting down there talking. I said, you got to take a break. I'm no slave driver. One of our presidents freed the slaves. His name was Lincoln. I'm no slave driver. So take a freaking break. So during, the rest of the afternoon, I was talking to her. She goes, there's something I want to tell you. She says, I have epilepsy. And as a respiratory doctor, my ears fucking perked up. I said, epilepsy. I said, have you seen a doctor? She goes, oh, yes, I seen a doctor in the hospital. I said, are you on medication, pastilla? She said, sí, dos pastillas por día. That's two pills per day. I said, oh, okay. All right, good. That's just what I want to hear. You saw a doctor for your problem and you're on medication. So that day went fine, no issues. I said, I want you to come back tomorrow to finish the kitchen. And
This is the third day. This is the third day?
This is the third day, yeah.
Third
Your
day.
house was
Okay.
fucking dirty.
Yeah, man. And it's not that big.
No,
Clean your shit.
No, it is not dirty.
You're dusty.
Garbage or it's strictly dust.
Okay, keep going
And
with the story.
it gets
Keep going.
on
She comes back.
everything, So
Okay.
everything's got to get clean. It's
Blow the
like
dust
a deep cleaning, spring cleaning, so to speak. So she comes the third day, and she's cleaning, bending over, and I'm whacking her ass a little bit. And I said, listen, you want to make some secret money other than the cleaning money?
Creepy fuck.
And she says, dinero secreto? I said, yes, secret money in English, secret money. And she says, well, how? I said, you know how. And I fucking twisted her nipple very slightly. She had a big smile on her face. I said, all right now we're going to take a break and you're going to stop your cleaning. She goes, well, can I take a shower? So I said, yeah, come on, I'll go with you. So we wound up taking a shower. Needless to say, I fucked the shit out of this girl for a good hour. A good hour. And, I mean, like I said, cute booty, beautiful equipment, and she knew how to use the equipment. So I was very happy. And all of that, was she wanted 17,000 colones, which is about $28, $29. I said, okay, here, no problem. And I'm going to give you a tip, too. I gave her a couple of cologne tips.
One for every year.
How good she
One for
was.
every year you took off her life.
Well, I did. I fucked this poor little bitch. She was tough, though.
Stop.
She was tough. Tough little Costa Rica.
So has she
So
done
we've
this
done-
before, or were you the first?
Obviously, I mean,
I don't know. I mean, more than likely with the
so
right
the girl
person
tells you. I don't mean to interrupt you.
that
but I'm
has the
going to.
money. You got to have the money.
Yeah. So she
know?
tells you she has epilepsy, and you start looking at her like, yeah, like I'd like to bang you. Like, did that?
I've never
was
been
that,
with an
yeah,
epileptic
did
before.
that did that do something for you that you started like?
Well, no, it didn't do anything for me other than make me happy that she was on medication for her,
Right.
her disorder.
Yeah, that
So
broke
she
the
was
ice.
acting totally normal, up and down the
Yeah,
ladder. I mean,
yeah.
just all over.
So
I
you
didn't think nothing of it.
right. So
So,
you
we're at the point where she wants my offer. She's more than happy to oblige. She goes, I want to take a shower. I said, come on, I'm going to take another one with you. So we go in there, scoot around in the shower a little bit. We dried up, went into bed. And that's when I fucking, in Italian, I gave her a good scalp, Anthony. A good scalp. So we finished. We took another shower. So that's like 3 showers. These women, they take showers down here like it's nothing. They're
No,
out
the
of the
I love
Spanish
that.
women do.
Yeah,
They take
I don't
a lot
mind
more.
that at all.
It's always
Yeah,
a
they're
joke
always
I
in
hear
the
from the
shower.
Spanish people that white
Yeah.
people don't take showers.
It's fucking hot down there.
Yeah, yes, and it cools people off. So I said, all right, I want to go in the other room, and I said, I'll have something to drink. I have some avocado dip that I made this morning to nibble on. So she sits. I don't know if let me show you. Could you see this table right there?
Curtains.
yeah, we could see the table. Yep.
Okay. Well, the girl is sitting in that chair right there.
Okay.
I'm sitting in this chair right
Okay.
here.
All right.
As we're sitting down there, just talking.
Let's see you again.
All of a sudden, she has an epileptic seizure, and her arms.
So you put her into a seizure.
Well, this was post-coitus.
You banged her into a seizure.
I
dude.
did. Well, basically, yeah. I guess I did.
American
Once her
pride.
brain came back, once her brain came back.
Wait, so she's in a seizure.
So I'm sitting down at the chair where I'm just showing you, and I see her arms stretch out like this. Now I'm sitting over here on the phone on the translator because that's how I gotta make sure I get a message across to her when I got really something important to say that I don't know how to say. So I'm texting on the phone. I see something come by me over here. It was her arm, and when I looked, she was like this, real tense and rigid. And then she started going over. Now, I knew right away that it scared the living fucking shit out of me. So, I knew right away what it was. So, with my right hand, I grabbed her arm and I jumped off my chair and started scooting around the table. And like I said, she was leaning over and the chair started to fall. So, here's the chair falling. Here's my hand falling like this. I just got to the other side with my other hand, because I still had one wrist I'm holding on to, but she was, too far down, and it was like, I couldn't stabilize her just by one hand. So my second hand went underneath where her head was, and she hit the floor, but her head was in my hand. So I prevented basically a subdural hematoma hitting my fucking tile floor from at least a 3.5 foot, table chair, high table chair. So now I said, are you all right? What's going on? And she's just like, her eyes are rolling back in her fucking head. Sort of kind of when I was fucking her, I did the same thing. Yeah. But her arms weren't outstretched. Her arms were wrapped around my ass. But anyway, so I said, hold on. So I
think he's naked.
Jumped. I went and I got a little bed over here. I grabbed 2 pillows. I ran back to her and I lifted her up and put these 2 big pillows underneath her back of her shoulder, because in any kind of seizure, you don't want the tongue going in the back of the throat and then bite. The patient bites their tongue. So I stabilized her on the pillow. Then when I looked down at her lips, they were blue as the fucking Pacific Ocean. That means she's not breathing. She's got an oxygen problem, which, because I'm a respiratory specialist, I know exactly what was going on. Your diaphragm, which is your main muscle of breathing, is not working. It's quivering like this. It's not dropping down, breathing in, breathing out. So she stopped breathing on me. I checked. Her chest was not moving. And no, I didn't check by her titty. I checked by her lower rib cage in her front.
You're being proper.
If those ribs are not moving,
like a medical
you're not breathing. So her lips were blue. I said, well, gee, you're getting fucking pulled in back out of retirement here and go do what you were trained to do. So I had to resuscitate her breathing until her seizure calmed down, that she regained her own spontaneous breathing.
How did you leave off with her? Like, how do you say goodnight after that?
Well, I didn't say goodnight.
Took a shower.
She's
like, I still got to earn that $28.
Yeah, where's my money? Where's my money?
I got on the phone and I called the ambulance because she needed a neurological evaluation. Just because I got her breathing again, she had an attack. Right. And I'm thinking to myself, well, how did you have an attack if you're telling me you're on medicine? So now I'm starting to think that it was
but you
bullshit.
had it like 3 or 4 days in a row. You got to figure out of one of those days, she's bound to have a seizure, dude. You were gambling.
Yeah, the day that I fucked the shit out of her.
Yeah,
you
made her clean for hours and days, and then you banged her vigorously, made her take 3 showers. She was disoriented, went into a seizure.
Hey,
and got hauled away by an ambulance.
But I will say this much: as a person who has seizures myself, in and out of the shower, the hot water and cooler temps to jumping back and forth, it does induce that a little bit.
Does induce what?
It does induce
seizure.
seizures.
Seizures?
Yeah.
Huh.
All right, well, that I did not know.
So remember that next time, keep her dirty.
Yeah, right. Remember next time when you bang the cleaning lady, that you don't send them into a spiraling health crisis.
Have you seen her since?
Well, yeah, I saw her at the store again down at the little town that I go to.
But she ain't clean.
She went,
She was okay.
shaking shit.
No, I started shaking. 'Cause
That's so
every time I see her, it reminds me of this event that I got pulled back into. It took me about a good month to have my psyche calm down from that event.
Yeah, smoke another fatty. You'll be calm. You'll be fine.
I got one right here. Here, you want to
All
see
right.
me?
Yeah, there you go. Listen, we're on a bit of a time crunch. I love you. I'm glad we were able to introduce you to the world. And
Yes.
your interesting story, how you almost killed a Costa Rican girl.
Fucked her to death.
And literally, when you say I fucked her.
I did.
Which way do you?
I
Hey,
mean,
G, before you go, which way
every
do you
which way
wipe?
but loose.
Before you go,
What?
what's the proper way to wipe your ass?
He's like, what kind of fucking question?
From
I'm
the
asking you.
front
I'm
to the
serious
back.
question. From the front to the back. Thank you.
Well, you don't
you
want
go.
to fucking have no germs up on your fucking ball sack.
I don't think anyone. I think everyone just.
Hey,
Same
who
thing for a
taught you
woman.
that?
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Who taught you?
Nobody. You figure it out when you're a kid. If I wipe it this way, if I leave any residual, it's not going to smell. But if I wipe it this way, my balls are going to stink and my
Yeah,
pants.
no
There's no which
shit,
way to
no
wipe by
wonder.
the time
Yeah,
you're 5
thank you.
years old.
I'm sure your
Jungle
balls are.
G-
I'm sure your balls are like perfume because of that.
Yeah.
Don't even
No.
that shit.
No. Actually, they give people fits. Jungle G, we love you. I love you.
Have fun down there.
love
I appreciate you doing this and sharing your story with us. We'll talk soon.
Be careful.
You bet.
We'll definitely
it was
talk.
a pleasure meeting you, gentlemen.
All right, bud.
And maybe some other time, hit me up, Anthony, and maybe you
Yeah.
know if I'm at the house on Wi-Fi, I'll join your podcast.
Yeah, good man.
Love it.
All right. I'll let
Love
you
you.
guys
Only
go.
my son.
As we say in Costa Rica, Puta Via, Shaka, and hang loose.
All right,
Good
G.
man.
Be good, bro.
Adios.
Later.
See yas.
Later. Adios. He's got your line. All right. Let's stop that. That was funny. Jungle G. My man.
You and your
He's
guest.
not a comedian, though.
No,
too, is
he's
he?
just no. He's. You see what it is.
Just a fucking Connecticut talker.
He's,
That's what he is.
he doesn't shut up. He
a
doesn't shut
retired
up.
doctor. How old is he? Like,
He ain't a
He's
doctor.
a respiratory therapist,
He's not a doctor.
but he was a pediatric respiratory. He was on the Trauma Hawk and everything.
what
over there.
do you think? He's 55?
No, him. He's
60?
older than me.
So
I think he's
like
64.
72?
64, I think.
He's doing good for 64.
No,
He's
he's
enjoying life.
living it up. Yeah, he's knocking. He's giving people epileptic seizures. I'm not doing that good.
You don't do that every night.
I don't do that every night. No, no. The cleaning lady does not put out.
Our moment of silence.
Anthony-
That will
See?
be cut.
So
Anthony
listen-
and his guest.
Well, listen, it's fun. That was funny, and even he knows how to wipe his ass.
Anthony and his guest.
I'm sorry, it's true. Anyway, so what's happening? What are we doing? Have you? So you've been to now? You've been to a lot of places. Troy, do you travel?
Not anymore.
Did you travel like out of the states? Travel like to
When I was
different countries?
When
I
I
mean,
was about 20, I went to pretty much every major city in the United States. Outside of the United States, the first place I traveled to was Vancouver to give my speeches.
that doesn't.
That ain't
count.
out of the
Oh, come
United
my
States.
God!
That's
No, I'm
fucking
saying this is the
Canada.
closest to it. But
Fucking
I went to
Canada.
Montreal 3 times.
I mean, Canada.
No.
yeah, oh,
No,
all
no,
right, forget
count.
it.
No,
forget
so
it.
I went
Buster,
to,
let me
no.
have your.
So
you're
then
more
I went to
interesting.
London, and I was thinking that was going to be the most like foreign place to go to. Montreal by far is the most foreign place I've
Well,
ever
it's
been
all
to.
Frenchy.
And then from there, actually, like Stowe or Burlington, Vermont, because there's so much French there. That was probably even more foreign than going to London. So that's as foreign as I've been.
Well, that's
he,
not
fucking-
very
he went to Canada.
Burlington, Vermont.
Oh my God, you're making me
No,
choke.
but Montreal, they speak in French. So that was the most foreign
Yeah,
place I'd
whatever.
been to.
I mean,
he still doesn't
Jesus
get it.
Christ.
He still doesn't get it.
Jesus.
You could walk.
I never
across.
went to a place that you could get prostitution for $28.
No,
And then
my
put her
God.
into a
and then
seizure.
put her into a seizure.
Never once.
But imagine, like, think about how that happened. Whatever.
The craziest
But he's
places-
crazy. So, look, listen, the girl's 28, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing at the market or whatever at the store?"
Dude, they're desperate for money.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Hugely desperate for money down there. It's third
That is
world.
insane. I know. Where have you been?
They're growing
I
up.
haven't been. I've been to play. I haven't been to Costa Rica. I went to Curacao one time.
Isn't Costa Rica though,
Belize.
pretty American though?
Yeah, it's getting
There's
American.
been so many Americans go down there, so
Yeah,
it's
oh,
got to
yeah.
be somewhat Americanized. Maybe not where specifically in his
is, but-
little area, 100 kilometers.
Where I
or
was
whatever
America.
was.
It was
Are
America.
you going back to the Bahamas?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's American.
Oh.
But when I'm talking about the first trip I took to Thailand, because I'll just go ahead and get into this story now. This
So
is my first trip.
How many? You saw Thailand?
I've been there 5 times.
Interesting.
And this is the first time I went. I was never been hardly. I mean, well, I had been a lot of places because I went on that boat when I was a sophomore.
But it was limited experience. 'Cause
Yeah,
you were
this
pretty
was
much
this
stuck
was
on
when
the
I was
boat.
an adult and went by myself and met someone over there that was over there that I ended up meeting.
What?
And we
What?
were.
Wait a minute.
No, he was there. He was my contact.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
shit, that sounds pretty gay.
Yeah, really.
No,
I
he
went
was
over there
American.
and
So
met
we went
somebody.
to,
It was for
um,
business.
meeting
We're just
someone.
going to qualify.
We were all drinking, and some of these, there are a bunch of damn Vietnam vets over there, Australians, Americans, a lot of them.
that met some girl when they were in the war.
They just stayed
They
there.
stayed there.
It's cheap, and it's so we were drinking, and they said you got to go upstairs and see a show while you're here, and I'm like, okay, and they go, just go, we'll be down here. I go, okay, so I went up by myself, went to the second story, walked in. They don't charge you just walk in, and it was kind of like
Was it a bar?
it was a bar.
On the when you walked in, you knew
The
right away it was a
downstairs
bar.
is all the bar, yeah, and
Okay.
then upstairs is still bar, but it's a different bar. So you go in there, and it's kind of like a big lazy Susan, like spinning around, just going round and round like a
Carousel.
like
buffet.
carousel. No, it wasn't a buffet, but it had women on it that were
kind of like a
naked.
buffet.
Kind of like a buffet.
They were all naked, and they were like doing shit to each other, wild shit you don't see here.
While the thing was spinning around
Yeah,
on the carousel.
yeah.
Nice.
For spectators.
Nice.
Just spectators.
Nobody's
yeah.
participating except for the people
No,
on the carousel.
just
yeah,
the
only
girls.
the carousel,
And it's all girls.
and it's all girls. Yeah, I didn't see any boys.
Yeah, thank goodness.
It was all girls going round and round.
Lady
and
boys.
They were getting pretty wild. So I went back down and I go, yeah, that was interesting. And he's like, no, dude. 3rd floor. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, you got to go up to the 3rd floor. That's where the
real action.
where the action is. I go, okay, I'll be back. So I went to the 3rd floor. Believe me, dude.
Is it
still
stairs or
haunts me.
elevator?
Stairs. There ain't no elevator. This one haunts me to this day because I walked in. I was there for a little bit. If you go to the bathroom, there's women all in the bathroom. You can't hardly. I mean, I'm like, can I pee in here? They don't give a fuck. They're
It
just
doesn't
like,
matter. So
they don't care.
Everybody uses the same bathroom.
And they're
Yeah, they just
Asian,
don't
so you don't
care.
have to worry about nothing.
They don't care.
Right,
They're just
right.
it's just nasty.
Right. You're
And
the
then-
big guy in the bathroom.
So then so there's a bunch of people in there, guys, and this girl gets up on stage and she's like the headliner, and
The headline.
she's not very pretty, but she's naked, and all of a sudden she pulls out this damn bowl of goldfish. And I'm like, what the hell, goldfish? And she pulls them out one by one. I think she probably inserted about 5 or 6 goldfish.
How old do you think she is? 25,
She was probably 30.
Yeah,
was
she
in her
needs some
30s.
practice to
Yeah,
get
she
to
was
that level.
practicing. She was a practice. She was the headliner. So in with the goldfish.
I mean, that's a headlining act right there.
I'm not
Goldfish
kidding you.
In the vagina.
The goldfish went in. Then they
She
came
just
out.
pushed him in?
Yes, pushed them in. Then they came out and went to the bowl, and they kept swimming around. So they lived through it.
So
That's
they-
a circus act right
Oh,
there.
Listen,
ain't
so,
done
so,
yet.
So
No, that was
Peter-
just her beginning.
Peter's not upset.
No. That's just
The
the beginning.
goldfish lived.
Then all of a sudden, she pulls out one giant frog. And I'm not talking like a little frog. I'm talking about one of those big green frog with the big feet.
Like our big Bufu ones down here?
No, not Bufu.
Like a toad- like a big
green, like a
toad.
Big green,
That big?
Yes, this big.
No.
Yes.
That's the size of a
shit.
cat, dude.
No, it's this big with the legs.
Oh, like a turtle
With the legs.
with the
Like,
legs.
it's
Oh, if
kind
it
of the
was-
kind
you mean
you
if it was
eat.
stretched out,
Yeah, when it's stretched out.
that's still big. The
That's
frog-
really
So
big.
this poor
frog is still
frog,
big as
this
a beer
poor
can.
frog had to go inside.
After
Oh
the
my
fish.
God.
After the fish. And
Oh
it
my
went inside
God.
not one frog, 2 frogs.
Oh,
Here
shit.
goes another frog.
Oh.
2 of them. No, and then she squats down and out finally comes the frog and it jumps on the stage.
One?
It's happy to get out. 2.
Oh, you just said frog though, so I'm like, is one still
Frog.
hanging
Well,
out in there?
the other one came out too, but the goo came out with it. It was really disgusting.
Goo. Oh.
No, I'm talking goo.
That's a douche commercial in itself.
It was. She is. I guarantee it's not alive to this day. She's got to be
Smoker's
dead.
Cough.
So everyone's going, oh, and they're all screaming and yelling, yay! I mean,
The
it was
fucking Chinese
disgusting.
people dig that shit.
There were
this is
a lot of
Thailand.
Chinese people there though, but this is
But this
mostly
is in
Americans,
Thailand, right?
Yeah, but mostly ain't Thailand. It's tourists, dumbasses like me in there.
Yeah.
My
So then
I
you-
only think
Yeah,
I'd
but
find
so
it
everyone's cheering,
attractive.
and you're giving her money. You're throwing like
Smell
dollars.
awful.
Throw that lady money for that?
Yeah, there
It's
was.
for medical bills.
She had it. So then she ain't done yet. So then they go around the audience and they give you these big balloon. Not everybody, but certain people got a big white balloon. I'll never
Did you
forget
get
it.
one?
No, but the guy next to me had one. He had a white balloon and they put him up like this, and she's got these darts that somehow she spits out, and they come flying across the room
Out of her vagina.
out of her vagina. They spin her around and shoot, and it just goes through the air, boom, and hits the balloon right by your head. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And they're flying all over the place, and everyone's screaming
It's
and
like
yelling.
it's like a movie.
No, it was.
That's
and
not
then-
even what kind of fucking movie
It's like
is
an
that?
Indiana Jones naked kind of movie.
I'm not.
You know what I
kidding.
mean?
No, it was worse than.
No,
Indiana
that's
Jones.
like the Pirates of the
Yeah,
Caribbean
something
movie
like
we
that.
talked about. That's a porn one, except for even more
No,
fucked up.
this is worse than that. And I mean, you'll have nightmares. So I left that place.
I mean,
and I came
goldfish.
down. Literally, the guy looked at me when I came down the stairs. He goes, "You went to the show, didn't you?" I go, "Yes." And because my
You could
eyes
tell.
were like this big, I'm like, "What the hell did you send me to, dude?" He goes,
After
"Yeah."
the frogs and darts, the goldfish don't seem like nothing.
Well, that's why she started with the goldfish. To
I was
kinda warm
okay
you
with
up.
the goldfish and the frogs, but those darts, that's where I drew the line.
Dude, those
I was
darts,
fucked up with the goldfish.
Darts.
Those darts came flying around through the air, dude. They
Yeah,
were like,
hold
How
long
did
the
she
ways.
balloon.
do that?
I don't know how she did it. She must have air in there or something.
Okay, so they made you hold the balloon, or a guy, or whoever.
held the
Hold
balloon.
the balloon.
Yeah.
And where was she? Laying down on
Yeah,
the.
they would spin her around her leg. They would
She was.
grab her leg.
This carousel is still spinning.
No, this ain't a carousel.
Oh.
This is just a
Oh,
stage.
she's on stage. But so did she lay down?
Yes, lay
and
down.
shot them out of her vagina at the balloon and popped the balloons.
You got it.
Oh my god!
And I don't think she didn't miss a balloon. There was like 5 or 6 balloons. She didn't
Don't
miss
want to be
any
sitting
balloons.
behind the
I don't
guy
want to. Yeah,
with the
I
balloon.
know. I don't
wanna
know.
Be, I don't
They
want to be
don't
sitting
care.
anywhere where a girl sticks 2 big, huge frogs up her vagina. That's
When
where
they-
I don't want to be.
when
How
they-
could you explain to your wife what happened when you got a dart in the center
A
of
dart
your
in the
head?
head, yeah.
And you're like, well, it's
No.
at this show.
Well,
it started with
No.
goldfish,
My
went
wife's
to
obviously gonna-
frogs.
well,
she's
after
probably
the
gonna be aware of
frogs
this, but I
jumped out
left.
of her vagina, honey, would you believe she put darts in there? I had no idea. I
Buster
didn't-
made a good decision. It was,
I was
just
just-
not morally good for me. Wife, I had to leave.
I was just trying to get some Thai food.
I didn't know that this show was going to.
I
thought it
couldn't
was like
wait
a
to come
donkey
home
show.
and go to church and ask for forgiveness.
I thought it was a donkey show. It wasn't. It was. It was something I'll never forget. I can tell you that. I don't ever
That's
want to
hysterical.
And
see it
people
again.
think Americans are fucked up
Oh my
sexually.
god!
Oh no, there's some fucked up shit. There are all kinds of lady boys and shit. They have whole bars of them.
So
some
tell us your
weird
story about
shit.
that.
I didn't go to them there. They
got
want you
no-
to. They try to get you in there, but I
Really?
didn't go to the lady boys. Oh yeah,
and
they're
that's
thick.
and you're sticking with that story.
Yeah, hell
Okay,
yeah, I'm sticking
all right.
with that.
All right,
story.
all right, we'll let it go. We'll let it go with that then.
They were wiping.
He's like,
fucking
listen, if I
back
was
to
literally
front.
going to go a
They were
direction,
wiping.
back to front. I
Buster goes
guarantee
to
it.
Thailand and teaches all the young kids how to wipe
I don't think they're wiping. They are.
incorrectly. No wonder. How do you think she wipes?
I don't know.
With a hose.
I left. I
a
couldn't handle
fucking
it.
pressure washer
Third floor was too
That's
much.
what I'm saying. That's crazy.
filled with
rough.
bleach.
Oh,
Fucking
God.
disgusting.
She's dead. She's gotta
I
be
would
dead.
imagine so.
Imagine if she had a baby after all of that.
Oh my god!
Like that kid has got to be the biggest fucking retard.
The person that screwed her's got to be a
Please.
retard to go.
She's
in
a
there.
human aquarium.
Yeah, no.
It's
If you could see
fucking horrible.
the slime, I could still see the slime from her to the stage. You can
Frog-
literally see the frog slime.
I literally think I'd be throwing.
I about did.
I'm about to throw up now.
I
mean, this
about
is
threw
bad.
up, but then when the darts came out, that was a little entertaining.
That's
but the
terrible.
frogs were not. I don't know why people got into that.
I'm not even a big fan of frogs to begin with, let alone one in a vagina.
Big
no,
ones.
frog legs.
Big
Eating frog legs.
frogs. Big green ones.
No, that would have been even cooler. They come out, they cut the legs off, they cook them, and some fucking retard
Right,
sitting there
so
eating them.
Oh, these are the best.
I'm sure
We've
somebody would
seasoned
have.
them special for you, sir.
But I went back. Now I went back to Thailand 4 or 5 times. Never went back to one of those shows.
No. Straight to the
No,
lady boys.
somebody
You're straight
tells
to
you
my
to go to the
lady
third
boys.
floor, you're like, fuck that.
No, I ain't going to the third floor.
No more third
No.
floor for me.
Though I did have them in the Arab section because there's like sections in the city. In the Arab, we were looking for a restaurant. The Muni said was a great restaurant. Some fucking Arabs.
That's your buddy? That's the guy
Yeah,
you met?
that's the guy. And he's like, "Come on, we got to find this restaurant. I know it's over here." And he never knows where anything is. So we walk and walk, and they're asking to come in here, come in there, and all of a sudden the guy flashes on his phone, "Kids."
I was just going to say,
Oh
they got to
my
be
God.
more about kids.
Kids,
Are
to
you
me.
Fucking
Yep.
Asian people
Yeah.
are about fucking
Oh, wait,
reptiles
with his
and weird
cell phone,
ass
it just
shit.
With
says
his
kids?
cell phone, when I'm walking by, he goes, "Hi, how about this?" And he shows kids.
How about kids? Oh, my
I don't think they were naked. I didn't look. I just go, "My God!" I go,
Could
I
you
don't
"Jenny,
give
punch
a
him?
fuck if
Could you
they're
punch him in his
dressed.
head?
No, I just told me, and I go, "We got to get out of here." First, they weren't looking at us very friendly. We weren't in a good section. I'm like, I got to get the hell out of
We
here.
got to get out of here. This is tempting.
This
I go, "This
isn't
is
the high
getting
end. This is not the Upper East
This is,
Side.
No.
this is tempting. You get me out of here.
No, I'm like, when I saw that, I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
that's it.
That's bad. That's bad.
That's gross.
We never did find the restaurant either.
Well, I mean,
Fuck that. Do you
Yeah,
really want to
exactly.
eat in a
He wanted to
restaurant
find.
in that neighborhood?
He's trying to find some damn restaurant. He's Mr. Adventure.
my God.
That's a fucking adventure.
No, he's adventure. Believe me,
I don't know about all
he's
that.
crazy.
No. Well, that's your buddy.
I don't know if
You
I'd
have
get
a
that
crazy
sale
buddy?
at the end of it.
Yeah.
I'd come home
I
and they're
don't
like,
wanna
he's
see
a
that.
pussy.
I mean, I think obviously for a goof like that's
A goof with kids?
no.
you
You
talking
idiot! I'm
about?
talking about the frog lady.
No,
I'm
the
saying
frog
that.
lady, they
I mean
kinda
that
did
you
that.
have to kind of see.
They did that on
You-
purpose to me,
I
'cause
guess you right.
They sent me up there. I didn't think it was. They didn't tell me what it was.
I mean, chances of you ever seeing that again.
I don't ever want to see it again.
Yeah, seriously. You see that on a poster on the outside wall.
I
$20.
still can't believe.
They
It's a
probably
great
charge
show.
now.
They're on tour. In town for one night only.
People would probably go. Not me.
Plus, has got fucking
I've done
box
it.
seats. He's got box seats. He's got the suite right up front.
No, I've been there.
If he was there, he would definitely have one of those balloons.
I didn't have the balloon either.
And they were white balloons, right?
White balloon,
honey,
big
this
ones.
is
Not
the
like a
balloon.
little balloon,
This is
like
the
big.
balloon part. This is the best part. honey,
Big
Don't
balloons.
stop talking
This
to
is
me.
yeah. Shh, shh, shh,
Silence.
shh, shh, shh. You can't believe this. Watch what happens.
I think it was pretty quiet when she was doing it.
Fuck yeah, everybody was worried for their life. They just watched her put a frog up her shit.
exactly.
I'm telling you, that
right.
damn dart flew.
You know what, honey? Until you can do that shit, I don't want to hear a word from you.
And we're
flew
sitting over
across.
here just trying to get laid.
right.
Not with that.
Fuck being an American at this point.
And really, we could go hang out with epileptics.
I don't think they do that
In
shit
Costa
in
Rica,
England
poor-
or other
poor girl.
civilized
No.
Western countries.
It's all Asians in South America, and
Well,
It's a fucking different world for sure.
speaking of different world,
there goes
We're-
Anthony's trip to fucking Costa Rica. I guarantee you
Yeah.
that.
No, fuck that. He's booking Thailand
Yeah, I'm
now.
booking Thailand
He's like, I
now.
want to see some frogs.
I want to see some
Oh, no.
frogs' legs.
Oh.
I'm going to a delicacy. Frogs'
He
legs.
wants the lady boys.
No,
They're thick.
yeah. No, I don't want.
Look at their feet and hands. That's what I was taught.
Well, I was reminded a couple weeks ago or a week ago, somewhere between the last show and this one, about a dream that I had a long time ago that I wanted to share. I thought would
Yeah,
be somewhat
yeah.
entertaining.
No, that's on the list.
Let's just stay on the creepiness.
Yeah,
Let's just go
let's just
for
keep
it.
Yeah,
going.
this was based more
This
on
is Creep
love.
Show.
This is more about love.
Okay,
Really?
well, tell us about it.
Maybe it's just passion, but somewhat in the moment felt like love.
And this is in a dream.
This was a dream.
It felt
And-
like love.
But it was based on reality. So I was a server in a restaurant.
this is the dream.
This is the dream. No.
You were-
I was truly a server in a restaurant.
All right,
This
you
is
gotta,
reality.
you know,
so this is
explain it,
before
Troy.
the dream. And so from a distance at one of the booths, I saw this girl, and she was really attractive. So she had caught my attention. And so like I was kind of watching her for a little bit, but I never got too close to her. Then all of a sudden, at some point I had walked by her and I got a better look at her, and she was missing an arm. And then all of a sudden in my mind, I dismissed her. Like I had been thinking she was attractive for the last 10, 15 minutes. And when I got closer to her, I realized she only had one arm. And when I realized that, I'm like, all of a sudden, I dismissed her like she wasn't attractive anymore. But in the same moment, I caught myself saying, you're a fucking dick. I'd been looking at this chick this entire time thinking she was so attractive, and I don't know how she lost her arm.
Well, that made her unattractive.
It did, but it made me feel like an asshole.
Wait, is this in the dream or in real life?
No, this is real life. This is real life. I was a server in a restaurant.
I was drifting for a
But
second.
the level of guilt that I felt that I was that much of an asshole.
Shallow, yeah.
And so that night, I had this dream. The same girl. She was in the dream. But she wasn't just missing an arm. She was missing both arms and both legs.
Oh my God, you're fucking tormented.
You know what you call that?
You're tormented.
Bob. You ever heard of that? You throw them in water. Throw them in water. What do? They bob.
Oh my
Sorry.
God, you want to talk about hacks?
So
Well,
Jesus
you're the one that
Christ.
did it. You didn't even know
That
the
is
joke.
the word. What do you mean I didn't know the joke? Everybody knows that joke.
I
you
didn't
didn't
know
know
that
it.
joke. I didn't know
Well,
what
you
taint
don't even
was
know what a
either.
tank. I mean, come on, we can't really.
I do know
What's
which way to
going on?
wipe.
Yeah, thank God, Troy. You're off the hook.
Wipe from taint to
So
butt.
my dream is this girl, because I had felt so much guilt during the day. In reality, she was the same girl. I still remember blonde hair, and I don't even like blondes.
I thought we were talking about Trump.
Trump
Okay,
may
go
have had
ahead.
the same dream.
He may have. Go ahead.
Oh,
I'm
poor
sorry.
former president.
That night, I had this dream of this girl, and she had blonde hair, these biggest blue eyes, and all I can remember is carrying her. So I'm carrying her. She's facing me. She's got her two stubs straddled across my waist, her stubby arms just off to the side, and I'm just
So she
carrying
had
her.
stubs. She had what down
Yeah,
to the kneecaps?
stubs. No, they're even shorter, like
thighs.
mid-thigh,
Oh,
mid-thigh.
Man, she can't
What about
fight
arms?
you off.
What about arms?
No arms.
No
Maybe
arms at all.
stubby arms. Like I'm talking like 4 or 5 inches tops. And she's sitting there, and I'm carrying her up, like she's straddled across me, and I'm just telling her, expressing my love for her. And we're walking up this boardwalk that goes out into whatever. It's the ocean. It's the river. It's the ocean. And we're walking up there through this boardwalk, and I'm just carrying this girl, professing my love for her. And I still remember, and on this boardwalk, it wasn't a boardwalk. You just walk out there and you fish off the side. It was like vendors and little restaurants and all this stuff. But above there,
So you're at Coney Island.
there was, I don't know, I've never been there, but there was apartments above there though, of which one was mine, or maybe I was staying there. I don't know what it was. And I still remember walking up the steps, continually telling her how much that I loved her. And we walked in there, and it was a small, like, think of a hotel room. It's just a bed and a bathroom. And I remember walking up there and kind of like letting her down gently, but still somewhat enough that she could bounce on the bed.
I thought you were going to say, and then I threw her down the stairs.
No, and I didn't throw her. It was like
So you
gentle,
threw-
but enough that she could
she could
still have
bounce,
a bounce. And she's just lying there helpless with no arms and no legs after I just made this whole walk telling her how much I loved her.
You bounced her off the bed.
Did you penetrate her?
No, that's where the dream
You
ended.
creepy bastard.
That is
That's-
where the
see?
dream
Well,
ended.
you
That's
go
where the
right
dream
to
was
it.
going. That's where I thought it was
That's-
going.
oh my God.
But had I done so, it would have
Again,
been
she
out of
can't fight
love.
you
Yeah,
off.
I
It
banged
wouldn't
her
have
and then
been-
I punted her like a football.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't have been like putting her into a seizure or nothing of the sort. It was truly love.
It was love. You bounced her off the fucking couch. Off the bed. It was love. Like what?
I don't know what brought this dream back to me last week, but I felt that it was a story I needed to share.
No, but listen. Sometimes in those romantic movies or those things, like the man will take the woman, right,
No.
and throw her onto the bed, and she gets that little bounce, and then he jumps on top of her. So your brain shut it off right before you were about to do something very
No.
dirty.
But it was all about the guilt that I felt.
Right.
Literally.
I mean, that's
and
insane.
I actually can feel it in me, the guilt that I felt in that moment when I realized that she had no arm and I dismissed her. And I was like, you're such a fucking asshole.
So
Wow.
then you went all the way and no
Dude,
arms,
Yeah,
no
but
legs.
that's intense. That's
it
intense.
took me to a place that I dream, and I don't even fucking dream. Like,
well, you
I'm
do.
not a
You
dreamer.
just don't. You just don't remember.
Well, that's
it.
what people keep saying. I don't remember. This dream I fucking remembered. And I was like 19, 20
I'm
years
dreaming
old.
it's like 120 degrees in here.
Oh yeah.
It's not working.
It went out. It never goes out.
It's fucking hot. It's only 95 degrees outside.
It's just
like a record heat.
honestly, it's just a story I told. It just
Holy
got you all
That's
worked
what
up.
I mean. I think it got me worked
No,
up.
I think it was Jungle G. He fucked up the air conditioning with that story.
It's a damn. It was either the frogs
Oh,
or the
my
no
God.
arms and legs. Something got me heated.
All right, you want to get me the remote? It's over there. I'll fix it. I'll reset it.
Am I almost done? No reason to get going now.
Well, that was the story that I brought to the table today. I wanted to share. And I just thought that would be interesting.
Thank you, Troy. The
and
story of
unfortunately,
love.
it's not something that I think about often. But when it brings me back there, it does bring a tear to my eye sometimes.
Yeah.
No.
All right, I get that.
It
That's
was
good.
real.
It
Let me
shows that
ask
you have a
when
heart.
When you see a girl with like no legs now, do you get a hard on?
No, it
Did you
wasn't.
get your
It
work done?
wasn't even.
No,
a
he starts to
sexual.
cry.
Yeah, it wasn't
Was she
sexual at
naked?
all. Oh no, she had these little shorts on and like a proper shirt, like think like you're at the beach. And I was just carrying Stubby along
Stop.
up the
Stop.
boardwalk.
See, that's mean. Bob. That's Bob, bruh.
See, I never heard the Bob turn. I
never heard
that.
Bob?
No,
Oh,
but
my
I
God.
still remember, like, kind of. I don't want to say toss her because that's not the right thing. But she did have a little bounce.
Yeah.
It was just a soft bed.
That's hysterical. Well, at the very least, Troy, you get something out of these podcasts. You come away with knowledge that you didn't have before,
Now I know what Bob means.
right? So you can go make
And
jokes
had a
now.
wipe.
Well, I knew that. I didn't need to walk with that. You
I
walked
don't know.
away with that today.
I got to come up with something new.
Yes.
No, you got
Yes.
something new. You don't have to come up with it. You just need to apply it.
You just
I'm gonna
need,
try.
yeah, just go the other way.
All right.
All right, like you do with your other life.
I'm going to try.
Let's rock.
Okay,
Well-
we're not even. Do we not even want to bring Trump up? May just be a downer.
I was
because
just thinking
I mean,
about that. I was looking
it
at
may
the
not-
minutes.
yeah,
and
Yeah,
we
no,
kind of
I
already
mean, we
ran
know. Everybody knows it's a shit
we
show.
know it's a bunch
bullshit.
of shit. How about that?
Bullshit.
He's getting arrested for nothing. Hell, I mean,
People are getting. people are
Troy
gonna
should
get
have been
angry, I
arrested.
think.
Yeah,
I should have
years
been
ago.
arrested
Yep.
for the shit we've seen. So no, that's ridiculous. But anyway, we
Yeah.
we don't need to get into
But
it. I
even
think people
CNN
know.
and NBC,
'Cause they
they're-
have to.
They're even kind of calling it out that
They
it's
have
silly.
to.
It's going nowhere. But you know what? In of the interest of Trump, it's a good thing because it will get thrown out. It seems comical, and
Should be
the people on
dismissed.
the left are going to be like, "Oh, look, he's guilty." Whatever else it is of whatever it was, and yeah, did he like try to avoid taxes? Yeah, all of us fucking know that. He's a business guy. Nobody wants to pay extra taxes. So it seems kind of like a joke. Of all the things they could get him on, this is really what they're going to attempt at their first stake. It seems like kind of silly.
Because they're
And
morons.
and it's
They're
going to give him
morons.
the ability to come out afterwards and be like, see how fucking stupid this is?
Listen, like you said, we were talking about it. They know something. You say he knows something. I guarantee he knows something.
He
right?
knows something. They're after him too
and
much.
They don't want him to get in power again.
If he spent the next 4 years, assuming he got the opportunity to be president, to put a Pelosi or a Clinton or anybody else in jail, like the Democrats have chosen to do during this period of time of their leadership, the country's only going to get more fucked up.
Right, it's going to get.
I just
more.
want to see.
And I
people
hope
pay.
that Trump is mature enough, and I do question that, to handle it in the right way.
He had a good speech last
I wanna
night.
see
I
people
will
pay.
say it was a better speech.
I want to
more
see him
controlled.
pay. I'll keep saying it. I want to see these people pay. I want to see them pay.
Well, now
Somebody
you're
has
just,
to
you're
pay.
just as bad
But
as they
you know
are.
the thing is I think
Bullshit.
I would like to see him
It's criminal.
I would
Buster.
like to
it's
see
criminal
them get,
what they've done.
for
Criminal.
them to have to pay too. But at the sacrifice of this country of what we have going on right now, I would rather let these people just die doing whatever the fuck they're doing and just get out of the way and fix the country. And when the country's going good, that's the time we can go do it.
Yeah.
But shit's too fucked up.
Let's
right
get
too
gas
fucked up.
prices down to about $2.80.
Yeah.
I mean, gas is one thing,
Ridiculous.
but I
Fucking
mean,
gas is getting ready to go up again because the Saudis just cut us off again. So
Well, listen. I know you guys want to wrap, but I wanted to keep. I had a little story too. Not really a big deal, but in the keeping with the creepiness theme.
did they have arms and legs?
Yes, they had arms and legs. So, and
he's probably
we
going
talk-
children.
No, no, I'm not going children. What is the matter with you today? Damn it! I think your story's got you all worked up. Kids, check his phone.
It's
Troy.
the fucking
check
heat
his
in here.
fucking
I'm in a
phone.
damn
I know.
sauna.
I know. I can't believe it. It's been working forever. Something always goes wrong. It's notorious.
Stop recording.
I never. No,
No,
I
it's
never.
hot.
It's the air conditioning stopped working.
It says PO.
Yeah, I know. Power outage.
Yeah,
Something
It's going to
happened.
be BO in any minute.
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
it's gonna be.
I don't know what it is. But
my
go to the
ass,
gym-
my ass will start
my
stinking.
oh my god! Between his ass and taint.
His ass is
Listen, now
fine.
I've got to
It's
like
his taint.
sterilize
My
the
taint.
fucking seats and everything.
My taint will go.
Oh my god! I never really talk to anybody when I go to the gym. I don't talk to anybody. In fact, I put earbuds in. I go and do my thing, my little shitty workout, and I'm out. But I saw a girl. I've seen her there a couple times. A lady or whatever girl, and she works out with sometimes another lady. But she looked when I first joined the gym like the trainer that they offer you like a complimentary kind of like week of training, whatever, like a personal trainer, whatever. So I thought this girl was her. I never say a freaking word to anybody. So I walk up to her and I'm like, hey, I said, excuse me. I said, are you or were you ever a personal trainer? And she looked at me. She said, what? I
Like
said,
that
well,
was your pickup line?
Well, okay. You're fucking, yeah, you're jumping on me. So,
if I was a female, that's the way I would take it.
Listen, so I'm doing it totally fucking innocent. I don't believe me. So I said, she goes, well, no, not really. I said, I'm sorry. I said, you look, and I explained to her, I said, when I first joined here, there was a girl, look, I thought it was you. So she goes, well, thank you for thinking of that though. She's like, I guess I gave her a compliment. So I'm like, yeah, no problem. And I walked away. When I got in my truck, like you said, I'm like, holy shit, did that sound like the cheesiest fucking pickup line at the gym ever. Hi, were you ever a personal trainer? You dick. Now I'm like, if I see her again, would you say so? Would you kind of like try
I
to
would.
rebound after
would,
that? What would you?
I don't
kinda
know. There's
wanna
a
save
side
face.
that's almost like it would seem like a second attempt because it didn't go over
Right.
well the
now you're
first
trying
time.
again.
All right. Well, I'm me.
Especially
I'm
if you're a Yankee down here,
well, I'm a
would
glutton
even
for
seem
pain.
more so like
I'm a
that.
glutton for pain. Yankee. I've been here since fucking 1990. I've lived here longer than I.
But
you're
there's
still a Yankee.
It doesn't matter. But I'm fine.
Until she thinks you're just
So I
second
walked
attempt
up.
to hit on
So
her.
now she's working out with the same lady I see her with all the time.
She dialed 911
No. So they're doing like squats. So I'm like, fuck it. I feel I got to redeem myself here because
while
this is
she's
bad.
doing squats.
Yeah, exactly. While she's doing squats.
Great.
So I walk up behind her. No. So
Pat her on the ass and just like, hey, I
walk
apologize.
over, but I walk like right in between, like right, like where the bar, like she's got the bar up here. Like I walk almost like right to the bar, and the lady's like, no, she's got one more set. And I'm like, so I pull my earbud out. And
She
I go,
dropped her shit and ran.
I go, hey, I look at her. I go, hey, I
Had
said,
an
are you sure?
epileptic
I said, hey,
seizure.
are you sure you're not a personal trainer? And she looks at me and goes, oh, you're that guy. I said, yeah, I'm that guy. I said, and I almost drove my truck into a wall after I left here because I realized after I left what I said and how it must have sounded. She's like, no, you're good, man. That was funny. She goes, no, I get it. They both started laughing. But anyway,
You finally were funny somewhere?
Yeah, I was finally funny. And so I don't know. Like, I didn't know what to do.
Do
but
you think the way to respond to her, the intro to the second thing, is like, are you sure you're not a personal trainer?
Well, because I don't know. What the fuck am I saying? I don't know. I just
Yeah,
felt
I think
like
you
an
made it
idiot.
worse.
Yeah, I made it worse. Probably. Now I can't go back to the gym. That's my excuse.
He's like, that's why I haven't worked out in 6 months.
Whatever. You guys suck. That's why. No, it's
All
not.
right,
It's
well,
not true.
I guess we're going to end with that great story.
All right, well, yeah,
Could've
that's a
gone
great
with the
story.
Damn no arms, no legs story. Would have been better. I thought maybe she was having.
And then I had a
fit.
dream. And then I had a dream that I was in the gym.
Yeah. I had a dream I'm in a sauna.
We are in a sauna.
Hot as
I
fuck
think
in
I
here.
lost a pound at least.
It's hot as shit in here.
Fuck! I can't believe it. It's been
All
doing
right,
so good.
I got to go wipe my ass.
All
Let's
right,
call it.
please go practice. Love
I'm
you
gonna go
guys.
practice.
Remember,
Love you.
don't get even. Get odd. We'll
Later.
be back.
Love you.
All right. Be good.
Adios.
Bye.
Tune in next time for another episode of the Oddfathers podcast. Stay odd, baby.